gonna see a joke?
Yeah, Harvey, what's your joke?
Oh! I'm joking.
Oh, did you pretend like you were gonna run off the side of the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at the cool clouds over there. That's neat.
We just entered the Smokies.
Yep, we put our permits in.
Boop, boop.
So we got Uncle Jonathan here. We are ready to go in the Smokies.
Let's climb, climb, climb.
Let's do it.
I just met my first girl backpacker.
Whoa, go
Very
girls!
first one.
And then almost 3 weeks of hiking in the winter.
And it's in the Smokies. But she had to turn back because she forgot her rain pants and we're supposed to get a ton of snow and rain. So that stinks, but come on girls, come out.
Cassie, you enjoying your icy, rainy day?
My pack is heavy today.
Welcome.
We have 8 days of food, so it's really heavy.
Yep, 8 days of food to start the Smokies, climbing up a lot of hills,
Yeah.
all in the ice and rain.
It's not too bad. Actually, I was more concerned about that hill, but it's similar to what we did from the NOC up. That one went up for days, so it's similar to that.
Yeah, they made it seem a lot scarier than it is. It's not as bad.
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks that it's just raining all day.
And you have your full pack of 8 days of food.
Yeah, 8 days worth of food is a lot of food.
Hey, look, the tree's inside an icicle.
Yeah, the branches are all iced up and they're falling from the trees. All right, we made it to Molly Ridge Shelter. Harvey, how did you do walking in the snow all day and ice? You did good?
Yeah.
What do you think about this shelter? It's a double-decker and it has a little fireplace, but everything is soaked, so I don't know if we'll make a fire tonight. It's kind of not too cold. It's probably in the 30s.
Hey, we're in a bird nest.
A bird nest in the shelter? Nice.
Yeah.
We just finished dinner. Now we're eating crackers as a after-dinner snack. They good, Harvey? What do you think about our view?
Hi, it's day 20. We are in the Smokies. We just left Molly's Ridge Shelter. And last night it snowed about 8 inches. There's Jonathan back there. And we are walking at about 6 miles today to another shelter. We're gonna set up camp, do an easy day today. The temperature's supposed to drop a whole lot tonight and all throughout the day. So we're gonna try and get there quick and before lunch so we can build a fire. I think there's a fireplace there and get a little warm. Our shoes were frozen solid blocks and we had some tears this morning, but about half mile in, we're all warm and we're walking now. So just trying to get to the shelter. We just keep going and the snow just keeps falling and the boys are just walking, holding hands, talking, playing games. We're still having fun. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah? What are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing?
We're just still playing a game.
Yeah, we're just playing games. Harvey, what do you think about this big snow? Do you like the snow?
No.
You don't like the snow?
It makes it hard to hike.
What are you doing? Stomping and kicking? Maybe we could build a snowman later.
Yeah, I like the snowman.
You like that idea? So we made it to our shelter, and most shelters have a tarp over the entrance of the shelter, but this one does not. And tonight is our cold, cold, cold night, and so some of my worst fears are coming true. So we're trying to stockpile some wood, although we don't have that much. And
everything is iced over and soaked.
yeah, all the wood is covered in snow and encased in ice, and so
to get a hot bed of coals. It's been really hard. We have a little bit of a fire going here, but basically it gets big and then it goes small again because of all the ice and snow. So Harvey's over here in his nest. He's all toasty warm, but I don't know if this fire is gonna do any good except for maybe drying out some of our shoes that we got here. And hopefully they won't be as frozen. Hopefully we don't melt those either. We'll check in later. So last night I lost my hair tie. And earlier today it felt like my hair was a big rat's nest. So let's see how bad it is. Yeah, it's pretty stuck all crazy like. Oh man, this is gonna be fun to brush. Well, welcome to day 21. We set up our tent because it got super cold last night. The Garmin said 0 this morning, but I don't really believe it. But we've got like snow and our sleeping bags are so wet from condensation. We had all our vents open last night and it's just sparkly tent and damp and wet. Hopefully they will be able to get warm tomorrow because this is not good. We've got like drip drops everywhere. Trying not to touch the tent because every time we do we release snow drops and water drops and everything. Well, Harvey and I have moved into the shelter to kind of dry off our tent, but the true hero here is Josh as he's packing up the tent stuff. Well, Harvey and I are snuggled in our sleeping bags, right Harvey? Thank you, Daddy. We love you. So we eventually packed up. Took us quite a bit longer than usual because it was super cold. Harvey's slipping down the mountain here. We got another about 4 to 6 inches of snow. So it's like really deep. And Jonathan is breaking part of the trail and I'm trying to step where Jonathan's not stepping so Harvey doesn't have to sink in the snow so much. But we're gonna go, we were supposed to go 12 miles today, but there's no way we can do that in the snow. So we're gonna go 6 miles and hopefully this next shelter has a tarp and we can build another fire and get into our sleeping bags and warm up a little bit. And I think tomorrow's supposed to be warmer, so we shall see. So most of the snow we're walking in is about what, a foot?
Oh, so it's a foot, but this is like...
But then we come across some drifts that are like 3 feet up to Harvey's waist that we have to walk through. Luckily this one we can walk around, but here we go, up another mountain. It was too hard. We had to turn around. We made it about a mile and a half, and the snow is up to Harvey's thighs, and he's melting down because he's really tired. And we kept taking breaks to hopefully get him untired, but then we got cold, so we just made the decision to turn around and come back to the shelter, unfortunately.
We'll take a, guess we can't call it a 0 since we hiked 3 miles today in the snow. But we'll call it a Nero, right, Harvey? How do you feel about it? Are you sad that we had to come back? Yeah, you were sad, weren't you? You didn't want to come back, but it's okay. So, we're,
Cold.
cold. Harvey's eating a cracker in the shelter. But we're just hanging out this afternoon. It is a long afternoon when you're cold.
Yeah. That's a sock.
More skirt on.
Every day above dirt is a good day. Ooh, that sun. The day to bring my sunglasses.
Good morning. It's day 22. We are leaving our shelter, heading back to Molly's Ridge because we met another hiker that was a little bit further up than us, and he said the snow is even deeper up there.
Yeah, Clayman's Dome, the snow is really bad. He said he was post-holing it. Drifts were up to 3 feet. So we just can't do that, little man.
We don't want to walk through snow up to your neck, right, bud? No.
So we're trying to make the wise decision and turn back, which is very discouraging, to say the least. We're all very sad, but
5 days and we're going back to where we started.
yeah, we started with 8 days worth of food, which if we continued on for 6 miles a day, we could potentially make it to Gatlinburg, to the Gap, but we just don't want to chance it and get stuck out on Klingman's Dome and have more snow or not be able to make it through. So we're turning around and we're all very, very sad about it. So we're gonna make it back to Molly's Creek or Molly's Ridge shelter, and then we're gonna head on down, and hopefully Jonathan's car is not snowed in. Hopefully they got a little less snow. If not, we'll be hiking further and hopefully getting a shuttle or something. But here's to luck for us today as we're walking 6 miles and a foot of snow. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Cassie.
So Jonathan is breaking some of the ground for us. How's it going?
It's going good. You know, the important thing is to keep your feet moving, because otherwise frostbite is an issue. But but we're keeping our feet moving, so our bodies are warm and our feet are warming up.
Are your toes finally warm?
My toes are almost warm.
So our peanut butter is frozen-ish. You just get little scoops out.
Frozen
like
peanut butter.
Hard clay.
It's day 23. Our final day of our retreat down out of the Smokies. And we got 10 miles today, and then we're gonna get a hotel, which is exciting. So yeah, 10 miles in snow, mostly downhill though. Harvey, you feeling good?
Yeah.
How you feeling, mommy?
My toes are ice cubes.
Hey, but we got a sunrise.
So you know how I love finding tracks? Well, we just found bear tracks.
Oh yeah.
They don't hibernate as much as people think, but here you can kind of see them.
It's hard to see in the camera, but you can see all their toes and everything.
Yeah, their little claws and stuff.
Heads on down the mountain.
It's really neat.
Yeah, bears hibernate in the snow. Sure they do.
Fontana Lake for the second time. Boo.
Oh my goodness. Harvey, how you feeling?
Good. What do you eat? Mustache boy?
Oh my goodness, your
A
face.
chocolate mustache mixed with dirt and snot.
Chocolate dirt snot mustache. Oh yeah.
With our retreat, look what we found.
Yeah, after all these days of snow and blocks, now we got a really nice view. Okay, we just got to the hotel in Gatlinburg. Got our bags there. Nice room, days in. Gatlinburg is really neat. But looking over some of the wounds, my foot was really hurting from walking in the snow and the wet. My frozen shoe. Look at that big bad boy. Oh yeah. That was what was killing my foot, man. It was hurting so bad.
Stinky.
Got all our stinky socks. How's your feet, babes?
My feet are okay. I have a little bit of a bruise right here on this bone. Harvey's getting a little blister here.
It looks like my feet. Putting on those frozen boots are just kicking my butt. Oh my goodness.
See Harvey's blister.
There's Harvey's blister. So I think we need a day to do some foot care. What do you think?
And some cleaning.
Yeah, and some cleaning.
This is the best hotel. Even it has machines where it will come push the buttons, and you can get food or drink.
6 a.m. Our first 0 day.
So it looks like we got some more information, and all of the roads leading through the Smokies are closed. So now we have to flip-flop and come back to the Smokies because the snow isn't going to melt in time and it's getting colder.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get a shuttle to Standing Bear and skip the Smokies, head to Hot Springs. There's a couple mountains with still some high altitude. I looked at the weather, and it looks like it might snow again Sunday, which is in 2 days. So will be more snows at the higher elevations, which kind of stinks. And then next Friday, it looks like it's going to get down to like 5 degrees, which we've done, I think, 8 degrees.
And 0 that other night.
Yeah, the other night it looked like it was almost 0 on our little thing. I don't know how accurate it is.
It's hard to do. It's just so cold when you wake up in the morning and your fingers just feel like they're going to fall off, and your shoes are frozen, or you have to put them in your sleeping bag and then they kind of leak into your sleeping bag and just make it moist and wet and not as warm. So we just can't do that temperature.
Well, we can do it. We did it.
Yeah, we can do it. It's just...
We don't like to do it because the reason is my feet are just bloodied all up, and it's because I put on frozen boots in the morning to get everything ready for everyone. And so if we can avoid that, the better. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in Gatlinburg for a couple of days and have fun a little bit, the best we can, without spending too much money. Yeah. And then we are going to get a ride out there, and I think we can hit Hot Springs right before the next cold front. And then we can take a 0 in Hot Springs.
Yeah, so that's the goal, is to make it about, I think what is it, like 30 some miles to Hot Springs.
Yeah, it's almost 40 miles, I think.
Take another 0 during the really cold, and get warm and dry again, and then we'll shoot off from there, hopefully.
All right, that's the plan. Wish us luck. So one of our problems are mats. When we sleep at night, Harvey moves a lot and it creates big gaps, and then he falls in between the mats, which is really cold on the ground. So we got some elastic straps, as you can see here, and they're stretchy. And Cassie is sewing them together with some loops that we are going to strap those together. Hopefully it will keep it from making cracks as easy. We now have straps made by Straps. One day the ground was so frozen the stake ripped, when I was trying to pull the stake up, ripped the strap on our vestibule. So Cassie's sewing that back together. Lots of repairs in the hotel today. At the laundromat. Oh yeah, we found a mountain coaster.